Hello, freshman engineering students. I hope that everyone is working hard, studying hard, and most of all, staying warm and healthy in this really, really chilly weather. I'm really not joking when I say that your health is extremely important. If you are starting to feel poorly, do what you need to do. Rest, eat well, and try and stay up on top of things so you don't have to pull all-nighters, because when you wear yourself down like that, that's when the flu and whatnot will creep in. All right, so do your best to keep working hard, but to stay healthy as well. So this week's presentations are about a topic that I know many of you are very interested in, and that is the opportunity of conducting undergraduate research while you're here in the College of Engineering and Computer Science. We want that to happen for you as well. And the reason we've only addressed it now in the spring semester is because basically last fall you were getting adjusted, most of you, kind of learning your way. But now in the springtime, this is when we are going to present opportunities to you. And today's topic is, like I said, undergraduate research. But before we get to that, just a couple more announcements that I just want to keep hitting you with. Hispanic Scholarship Fund is closing. That opportunity will close on February 15th. I did notice on the application and the information that they've been mailing to me, it closes at 5 o'clock on the 15th. Not 11:59. Okay, so this is one of those things where if you want to do that phase 1 application, do not wait until midnight, the day of, or 11:59. It closes at 5 p.m. on the 15th. And like I said too, this is phase 1, which means you're being vetted, and then if you get accepted to move further, then you'll have to do more work. There'll be essays and resumes, letters of recommendation, that type of thing. All right, another opportunity, super, super cool opportunity for all you freshmen is that Night Shadow program that is being offered through the Experiential Learning Office. As much as we would love every freshman to have an internship, their first summer after their first year of college, it doesn't happen for the vast majority of you. However, this Night Shadow program at least gives students the opportunity to go to a company in an industry, within your major, in an industry that you're interested in. And it's an all-day event. It's being offered on the 17th and the 18th. That is during spring break, so be aware of that. The application deadline for the Night Shadow program is February 15th. So again, keep all these dates on your calendar and take advantage of these really good opportunities. We are going to move now into our discussions about the undergraduate engineering opportunities for you. GTA, Sam Pabon, and I will walk you through this first set of slides. Sam, like myself, he's done research, so we kind of know what we're talking about here. And we do know that it's an incredible opportunity, and you're going to learn about it.
Hello and good morning, everyone. This is GTA Sam, and let's talk about some research. We're going to see some of the opportunities available through the Office of Undergraduate Research, or OUR. So OUR, essentially, their main goal is to create opportunities for any students who are interested in conducting research. And they do this by working both with the faculty and the students to bridge that gap and create those opportunities. If you have questions such as you're interested in research but you're not quite sure what to do, or even if you're already involved in research but you want to know what else you can do, these are some of the questions that we're going to answer in this presentation, but of course you can always reach out to OUR for some more help. So what is research? For us as engineers, our main focus is to use physics and math to solve problems, to create new technologies, or to discover information. However, I will say that does look very different based on the department or even the lab that you're involved in. So for instance, some labs are purely computational. They just work on computers to generate synthetic data in simulations, while other labs are fully experimental and very hands-on, gathering real-world data from actual experiments. And all of this is across a very wide range of topics. Now let's take a look at some research opportunities. We can kind of categorize them on this spectrum here, where starting with the left side, maybe we're doing some short-term stuff, maybe only a single semester. This might be helping with research, or even if you're not quite sure if you're interested in a lab yet, you can always start by shadowing, seeing what the day-to-day life of that lab consists of, and then using that to determine if you want to get more involved. And as you get more involved, this might progress into some longer-term, more in-depth experiences like we see on the right side here. And these are going to be things that could potentially even lead to research in grad school. So this is going to be potentially even multiple years of involvement on a single topic, which of course would lead to some very big projects like capstone projects, or even publications and presentations like that. So what are some of the reasons that research is appealing? Why do we do research? The first, of course, is to refine your knowledge and skills. So research is a very unique avenue to tackle problems and learn in an academic environment that's free from some of the constraints of industry. Secondly, you get access to mentors and help. So research is really a good way to build relationships with faculty who are invested in the students around them. And third, there are many chances to get funding through research, and even more so at the graduate level. And we're going to see some of the examples for undergraduate research and funding for that later on in this presentation. And fourth, career readiness. So research essentially is just an experience that can help you grow into an occupation or even prepare you for upcoming stages in your career. And personally, I would like to add a fifth, and that would be to create something new. Part of research is adding to human knowledge, writing a paper on something that was previously unseen, and I find that very exciting. So, let's say you're interested in research. How do you get started? Well, the best place to start is online. So each department in the College of Engineering Computer Science will have a website, and from there you can find information on all of the research labs under that department. Also, feel free to speak with your TAs through this class and hear about their experiences with professors or labs. There are other resources as well. For instance, the Student Scholar Symposium event. That is a chance for students to present their research at this symposium. And even if you're not participating as a presenter, you can always go and check out your colleagues' research. And we're going to hear more about that from Mrs. Sullivan later on in this presentation. There's also the Research Positions Database, which OUR maintains, and just as it sounds, it's a database of different current opportunities and positions for research. And we will get a QR code later for that as well. So let's talk about these department websites online where you can find some lab information or research opportunities. So these can be categorized in different ways. You might look at them by research area. So for instance, as a mechanical engineer, some of our labs are sorted by manufacturing and materials, or dynamics and controls, or even thermofluids, and other subjects like that. Of course, you can look at the labs by the lab itself or research group, and each one is led by a faculty member, so you can look at it that way as well. So with all this information at your disposal, you can look at all of the different labs that are available under your target department and see if you're interested. So looking at an example here of a researcher's profile and some of their publications, we can see that the professor's profile picture is given here in their name, and some very important information under that, like contact information, and sometimes even a personal website as well. But the really important part is this summary of their research over to the side. That's what's going to tell you whether or not you're truly invested in the types of topics that they tackle and some of the things that they are looking into right now. So a very good way to get involved as an undergrad is the Knight Research Scholars Program. So essentially the way that this works is grad students will make posts looking for researchers, and this kind of helps you meet them halfway and find projects to assist with and learn from. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to you, please scan the QR code now or reach out to the email knightresearch@ucf.edu, or you can always visit their website knight.research.ucf.edu. This is the QR code that I mentioned before. This will take you to the undergraduate research position database that is maintained by OUR. So you can always take a look there and always check back later as well. And finally, a great way to just see what's out there is to just talk to the people around you. You never know what kinds of opportunities there are until you start digging. And I would definitely encourage our students to take advantage of the many years of experience that your colleagues and your superiors can offer. So now I'm going to pass it off to Mrs. Sullivan, who's going to address how to approach contacting professors. Say if you're interested in a lab or you want to contact them more about their research.
Once you have identified a faculty member for whom you're interested in connecting regarding their research work, you'll need to get in touch with them. One of the ways you can do it is to visit them during their office hours. Be sure that you visit them during designated office hours. They're busy, they're doing research, they're teaching, and if you pop in, as we learned from videos from a couple weeks ago, you don't want to interrupt them and get off on a wrong foot. But if you decide to email, which is really the best way to go, in my opinion, you want to keep the email short, and you only want to email 1 or 2 faculty members at a time. You absolutely should not email 10 different faculty members trying to, hunt down or fish for research. They get extremely upset when students do that because their time is valuable and they really don't want you playing them against one of their colleagues, in essence. They want to know that you are truly interested in what they can offer you, and as a result, you are not to throw your resume or emails around. You approach 1 to 2 faculty at a time. And again, if you don't hear right away, go ahead and email again. After about the 3rd email, I usually tell students, okay, well, that was your number 1 faculty member. Let's go on to number 2. All right, so if you don't hear back after 3 different emails to them, then they're just too busy, or they just don't have an opportunity for you right now. You will want to include a resume as an attachment when you send that email as well. And here is just an example that you can use when you contact the faculty member. Again, as we mentioned previously, we will post these slides as a part of the OUR Office of Undergraduate Research module that's in your web course. So you will have time to go back to this and take a look at it and use it as a template for reaching out to the faculty member. Beyond reaching out to faculty on your own, there are other support mechanisms in place to help you through this whole process of identifying potential research opportunities. The first one I want to chat about real quickly is the peer mentoring opportunity. Within OUR, they have students, colleagues who are peer mentors. They are hired basically through OUR to work with students and just outline all of the things that you need to be doing to try and connect with faculty. It's really nice to have a peer mentor because it's just someone in the office of OUR that you can reach out to. You can make an appointment with them and establish this relationship and know that you've got someone in the Office of Research, Undergraduate Research, who can help you out. Another opportunity is something that OUR calls the research roadmap. And the information that you will get through this non-credit online opportunity in web courses is the fact that it's self-paced. You don't have to make an appointment with a peer mentor. You don't have to meet with someone in person. You can simply learn about the information the peer mentor would tell you on your own time. It is self-paced. And at the end, you get a certificate of completion, and that's kind of a nice minor or small credential to have on your resume. It lets people know that, you know what, I have taken time to learn about the proper methodology and whatnot for research. And then finally, want to make you aware of the one credit that you can earn. It's called Directed Independent Research, and it is offered through each department. So for example, if you were working with someone in the mechanical aerospace engineering department, that XXX 4912 would be either MAE 4912 or some designation that the department makes. But just know you can get credit for doing research. All right, with this slide, we're introducing you to the Summer Research Academy, also fondly called the SRA. And this slide tells you how this young lady benefited from the SRA, but Summer Research Academy, it's offered during the month of July. This year it'll be July 16th through July 18th. You come back to campus and you're here for 3 days, and it's an opportunity for you to learn about the research going on here, how to conduct the research. What they do, which I absolutely love, is kind of like a speed dating type thing where professors come and meet all of the students in SRA. So you have a chance to meet one-on-one with people who have research opportunities, and it's just a great way to dive into research and know that there will be professors there that you can actually talk to. The deadline is June 1st, all right? I will remind you later in the semester. So the Summer Research Fellowship, the Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship, or SURF, is an opportunity for students who are currently engaged in research. I'm speaking now to anybody in the LEARN program or the Burnett Honors College or through LEAD or Excel. You've managed to corral research as a freshman, which is incredible. Just know that because you've done that this past year, you can apply for the Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship, the SURF. The applications are the 27th, and all you need are a faculty mentor and a project proposal in order to apply. Here is a photo of last year's SURF fellowship winners. So it's a big group of people. It's a great program and a wonderful opportunity. Another amazing opportunity, this is on the national level, not just here at UCF, but is the National Science Foundation REU Research Experience for Undergraduates. Basically what NSF is trying to do here is place students around the country so they can go to different institutions and use research equipment and research labs that we may not have here at UCF. It's a paid opportunity. It lasts anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. They have free housing, travel, and food. It culminates in a poster presentation where you have the opportunity to highlight all of the work that you've done during your REU experience. Now, we do have these here at UCF. The NSF-funded REUs are here at UCF as well, but I'm going to let you know straight up, they do not take a lot of UCF students, maybe 1 or 2 in each of these programs. Your best opportunity is really applying at those that are in other institutions, But if anytime you hear that word REU, jump on that opportunity. There are funding and award grants that are available. You can use federal work study or stipend to help fund your research. There are research fellowships, which we talked about, and different researcher awards that are available as well. There's some really amazing presentation and publication opportunities here at UCF. The Student Scholar Symposium, which you'll see a photo of it on the next slide. For those of you who are in research, you can present your work at this Student Scholar Symposium. For those of you who are not conducting research and you just want to know what's happening out there, attend this event. I will be letting you all know when the symposium is held, because as you can see from the next slide here in this photo, that symposium, as someone who doesn't have research, you could literally walk up and down these aisles, see what those students are doing, and maybe find your passion, maybe find that topic, that research topic that you are just truly interested in and you want to become involved with. And then finally, going back to the previous slide, the Pegasus Review is your opportunity as an undergraduate to be part of a research journal, and that's something that's amazing on your resume. So they will take your undergraduate work and publish it in the Pegasus Review, and you will be part of a research journal. So I hope you go back and review all of the slides that Sam and I have presented if you're interested. Hopefully it reduces some of the traffic I'm starting to see in my office now, because you all are interested in wanting to get involved, and I'm telling you, take advantage of OUR and take advantage of the opportunities we've presented to you today. For the second segment of our presentations today, we do have a staff member from the Office of Undergraduate Research. Her name is Tasneem, and she is going to talk about specific opportunities for engineering students. Now again, maybe that's not what's going to happen this year as a freshman, but we want to make you aware of what lies ahead and what you need to take advantage of.
Hi, my name is Tasneem, and I'm with the Office of Undergraduate Research. Today I'm here to talk to you about the different opportunities that OUR has available to you. We can help you fund your research, present your research, publish your research, and we have opportunities where you can shine as a leader in undergraduate research. There are also different ways that you can get recognized, and we will teach you how to connect with us. One of our bigger funding programs is a student research grant, and this grant funds research projects conducted by undergraduate researchers and supports things like materials, software, equipment, anything like that. We can also support funding to travel from different sites. And the funding levels will vary depending on whether the application comes from an individual or from a group, and whether there is traveling involved. These grants are offered every semester, so fall, spring, and summer, but you must apply this semester before you need the funds. And students can receive up to 2 of these grants during their undergraduate research career. The second opportunity is a summer undergraduate research fellowship. And fellows in this program will conduct independent research over the course of the summer, so during the summer C term, with a faculty mentor. And at the end of it all, they present their research to the broader UCF community in a poster presentation with their peers. These fellows will also attend a series of research-based workshops, and they earn a summer scholarship of $1,500. The applications for the SUR Fellowship is in early March. The next thing is presenting your research. At this point, you may feel comfortable with your research, you've conducted it, and you've had support throughout it all, and now you feel ready to present, or the opportunity has come up for you to present. Another opportunity that we encourage all UCF researchers to apply to is a Student Scholar Symposium. And this symposium is held once every year. It is a graduate and undergraduate research forum where all these researchers present their research in a poster format to the broader UCF community. It's a university-wide event that spans across all majors and disciplines, and students who are presenting at the symposium can receive scholarships for their exceptional research and communication. And applications for the symposium are due in January, and it is usually held at the end of March. Another conference that we encourage all UCF students to attend, and we support UCF researchers to present at, is the Florida Undergraduate Research Conference. This is a statewide interdisciplinary conference held in different cities every year, and if accepted, we do support students, funding them to travel there, their stay, their bus, etc., so they can present at this conference. The applications for FERC are due in December, and they're usually held in February. Now let's talk about publishing your research. At this point, you may feel comfortable with your project, you may have completed it, you've presented it, and you have been working on it, and the OUR recognizes that and wants to encourage all UCF undergraduate researchers to publish in our journal. Our journal is called the Pegasus Review, and the Pegasus Review showcases articles from all different disciplines and majors across campus. These articles are exemplary works of research, and they go through a process of double-blind review, editing, reviews, and everything like that to get to the publishing state. This journal is exclusive to UCF undergraduates. It's also an open access journal, which means that anyone can access your article and read it. And oftentimes we do encourage honors thesis students to publish with the URJ and adapt from their honors thesis an article and publish with us. And the URJ does host a lot of workshops that talk about how to do so. And you can find our workshops at our.ucf.edu. And the Pegasus Review basically has rolling submissions. However, there are priority deadlines which can get you a decision faster, and those are in the fall and spring. Now, we do have leadership opportunities, and the first one is the Student Undergraduate Research Council. This is for students who have leadership potential and are passionate about undergraduate research. It's a one-year commitment, so through the summer, fall, and spring, and it is on a volunteer basis, but students can receive up to $300 in research funding if they fulfill their requirements. The applications for this council are due in April of every year. Another opportunity to be a leader in undergraduate research is being a peer mentor, and there are two different ways you can do so. The first is being a peer mentor at the Summer Research Academy, and these are undergraduate students who have experience in research, and they attend the Summer Research Academy, which is about 2 or 3 days, and during that time they serve as mentors and coaches for these undergrads who are new to research. They also serve as mentors to students about the UCF experience, and they will run small group learning sessions during the academy. This is a limited time with peer mentoring. It is only about 3 days and then some more days before and after. The other opportunity that is longer term is being a peer mentor at our office. And these peer mentors who work at our office will be here throughout the year. They will take advising appointments. They will talk to students and advise them about the different opportunities that OUR has to offer. They'll support students who are trying to get involved into undergraduate research, help them find a faculty mentor, help them identify potential interests. They will also assist in any of the programs that we do at the office, as well as outreach activities. This is at least a one-year commitment, but students can typically continue for longer than that as well. And both of these opportunities are paid. Lastly, we'll talk about recognition. We do have the Distinguished Undergraduate Researcher Award, and this is awarded to students, to 6 students for every application cycle who are exemplary in their research, who are academic achievers, and they will be recognized through our social media, our newsletter, and highlighted in different ways in our office. Some of the benefits is that you would receive a $250 scholarship, an OUR Padfolio, and a certificate. And again, you get recognition on our social media platforms and in our newsletter, which gets mailed out to thousands of people, emailed out. The applications are self-nomination, so you can apply for yourself for this award, and the students are chosen by the Student Undergraduate Research Council and are reviewed anonymously. The application cycles for this are in the fall and spring. Thank you so much for listening so far. I hope that you can stay connected with us. We have our physical office in Trevor Colburn Hall, Suite 205A. You can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to email us at our@ucf.edu. Of course, feel free to use our website and browse and look through all of our opportunities and see all the details in there as well. Thank you so much, and I hope this helps. All the relevant links will be included below.
Welcome back to GTA Go for Launch. Just as a reminder, you should have been working on your MATLAB on-ramp, your team contract, and your Gantt charts this week for your lab. Another thing I want to touch on when talking about that lab, this week you would have been going over your GNOR rules. We haven't entirely finalized all of those yet, which is why we haven't released the PDF to you. So no concerns about that if you're not seeing it on your web course. We're going to get that out to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Another quick announcement, make sure that everyone's working on their propulsions proposal. That should have been introduced to you this past week, so that will be due next week in lab. And then the week after that will be the due date for the OnShape introduction assignment, so make sure that you've started that if you haven't already. That's it for GTA Go for Launch this week. Now let's hear from TAs Rebecca and Ozzy for our TA Spotlight. Hey everyone, welcome back to the TA office. Today I'm here with TAs Ozzy and Rebecca, and we're going to hear more about their research experience because we want to expand upon the lecture content this week, which is all from OUR. So can you please do me the favor introducing yourself and talk about some of your research experience, please?
Yeah, once again, he already said it, my name is Rebecca. I'm mechanical engineering, I'm a senior, and I got involved in undergrad research my junior year. So starting, I believe, like in the spring of my junior year with the CATER Lab, so the Center for Advanced Turbo Machinery and Energy Research, and it's under Dr. Jacob Hott. I reached out, or they had come into one of my classes and spoke, and then I reached back out and we got started from there. And so I've been working on a project specifically focused on energy storage systems, so that's been fun.
Perfect, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Aussie, and yeah, I am an aerospace engineering senior, and I've had 3 research projects. So the first 2 are with Dr. Kaufman in the Structural Dynamics and Adaptive Structures Laboratory. The first one was more of a materials-based research project. The second one is looking at hummingbird dynamics and applying those to mechanical systems. And then my most recent research project is with Dr. Pereira in the Astra Laboratory, where I am creating a mission concept for a small satellite mission to rendezvous with an asteroid.
Super cool. Thank you both. Now I want to pivot to sort of what research exactly did you do and what does that look like on a day-to-day basis for you?
Yeah, well, the research that I started off with in the adaptive structures research, that's that materials research. We worked a lot with carbon fiber composite structures, and my job at first was just testing. So I did cyclical tests. I worked with LabVIEW, and I just made sure that the test was running smoothly. But after asking a lot of questions, they gave me the role of actually writing the method section of the research. So that's
perfect.
how I was able to get my first 2 publications. Moving on to, or after I was there for a while, I moved on to my own research project, which is, it's titled The Self-Stabilization of Nonlinear Dynamic Structures. Basically, I shake things really aggressively to make them stable. It has to do with hummingbird dynamics. There is a lot of dynamics involved, and I use MATLAB for that primarily to create those systems, as well as LabVIEW. Moving on to my most recent research project, that one is with satellite systems. I still use a lot of MATLAB. However, I have been using more of a program called FreeFlyer to create those simulations.
Super cool. Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah. When I came in, they wanted me to really learn ANSYS. I had done some work with like FEA, like finite element analysis, but it's a big platform that you can use. So for me, it was specifically CFD, computational fluid dynamics, and seeing like how the interaction between 2 substances and a heat exchanger. So like really going in there and learning that. But then also I got to do a lot of hands-on experience this past year. We're building a rig, so really just getting in there, unistruts, and we're like going into concrete, a little like construction-esque, but a lot of fun. I really love the hands-on aspect of it too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And my final question for you both is, what were some crucial opportunities in shaping your undergraduate research experience and really getting you access to that? And how would you recommend any interested students in our class really begin that search or look for good opportunities for themselves?
For sure, yeah. As I mentioned, they had come to my heat transfer class, a couple of the grad students, and spoke about it, and I reached out. But I guess my biggest advice to students that are interested is once you've looked up the different labs, maybe at UCF, just reach out. They want to hear from students, and they want to get you connected, so like don't be afraid. to just send an email. That's what I did, and it got my connections to be able to tour the lab and then have an interview. So I really encourage students, don't be afraid. They want students involved in research, and you get to learn so much in even a different way from internships. You get different types of experience.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah. I guess to add on to that, reaching out to the professors, obviously, but also reaching out to the graduate students. It's a little less intimidating to reach out to them, and typically they'll respond faster. So my advice for people that are starting off is definitely reach out to those graduate students. Once you're involved, though, there are so many resources and scholarships available for students that are involved in research. There's the Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship. I think it's about $2,000 for the summer that you do that research project. Then there's RAMP, the Research and Mentoring Program. They also fund your research for about 2 years. In addition to that, there is the McNair Scholars Program, which I am a proud member of. And so if you are looking to do your PhD, they will help aid you in not only the research side, but also in the finding the school for you side of that. So yeah.
Awesome. I definitely want to echo the sentiments that you both presented here. My own experience getting research as an undergrad, I basically just took a few classes with a professor whose research I was interested in. I went to his office hours and expressed interest, and we worked something out, and I started research then and there. So definitely the big theme is reach out, see what's available. We learned about a lot of opportunities this week for anyone who's interested in research. So just get out there and look for these opportunities all around. I want to say thank you to each of you for speaking for our TA Spotlight this week and for showing us all the opportunities available. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see more of you two the rest of the semester. Hey everyone, I'm here to introduce a new part of our lecture. It's going to be the Great Naval Orange Race timeline. This is essentially just going to be a visual tool to help us keep track of the progression events leading all the way to our race day. So we are actually moving from week 3 to week 4. So here we are on the timeline. And just taking a look, week 3 and 4 listed down here with the associated assignments. Hopefully everyone is already aware of the timeline, having worked on the Gantt chart in JIRA, but expect this timeline to be a recurring part of our lectures from here on out. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie and I'm the Secretary of the Society of Women Engineers. Society of Women Engineers, SWE, is a professional development organization made to help you develop your skills and land an internship. We host professional development, socials, workshops, and a mentorship program and general body meetings with companies like NASA, Universal, Lockheed Martin, and so many others. We have a GBM coming up this Wednesday, February 11th with Universal. We also have so many fun events coming up, including a jewelry making social, a professional development workshop with Texas Instruments, and a workshop/project to make a water filtration system, and you'll be testing water from all around campus, which is a really cool project you can put on your resume. The QR code is linked to our Linktree, which has our membership form, our Discord, and our Instagram. Being a member is free. All you have to do is sign up on the membership form in the QR code below. Here are the QR codes to our Instagram, our Discord, our membership form, and our LinkedIn. Remember, being a member of SWE is free. All you have to do is sign up on that membership form linked here. And I hope we see you at our next event. Thank you.